All right. Good afternoon, Detective. This is the state of Michigan versus Teresa Dawn Carlson. Detective Hinojosa, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, can you state your name for the record?
Detective Mario Hinojosa, Taylor Police Department.
All right, did you read the type complaint that was signed or filed with the court?
Yes.
Are the facts accurate to the best of your knowledge and belief?
Yes.
All right. Can you state the facts that support the issuance of the arrest warrant?
On October 23rd, 2023, at approximately 3 p.m., Taylor officers were dispatched to 14640 Pardee Road in Taylor, Michigan, which is the Meijer department store. They spoke with Benita Cassette, who is a Meijer loss prevention employee. She stated that the defendant, Teresa Carlson, entered the department store, went and selected an air fryer, a Ninja air fryer, off one of the store shelves, then immediately walked to the customer service desk and returned the air fryer without a receipt. She witnessed this in person. They denied the transaction. Carlson then left, and then shortly after came back into the department store, selected several items and picked up a winter jacket from one of the store shelves, put the winter jacket on, and then concealed several other items from the store that were not paid for. And then she walked past all points of sale before she was stopped and did not pay for the items by Miss Cassette, with a total value being $518.84.
Did you sign the complaint before you sent it over to the court today?
Yes.
All right, let the record indicate that I find probable cause to believe the accused committed the alleged offense, and I'll therefore issue the warrant, and we'll get it right back over to you.
All right, thank you. Have a good afternoon.
And do you have any, she's got a bunch of holds. She's in custody right now, isn't she, Miss Mulligan? Correct, yes. Do you have any recommendation as to bond? Oh, well, she's got warrants out of no bond out of Waco. Oh, yeah. Wayne County.
Contacted Wayne County. They're supposed whenever they come.
Okay. Well, she's got a lot of cities to see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mr. Mark has already spoke to Mr. Gizicki. He just will need to be arraigned.
Okay. And Mr. Martin, we're just waiting for files to be brought in. I know you've already met with counsel, so as soon as I get the files, we'll call your case. Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. All right. And then over at the City of Taylor Jail, this is the people versus Teresa Carlson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. James Gizicki on behalf of Ms. Carlson. Await the reading of the complaint. Stand mute. Your Honor, I understand she has some severe medical problems that we're asking the court if she does not get a personal bond that'd be marked medical. Has to do with heart problems, seizures, and she's also having withdrawals now from alcohol, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll enter a not guilty plea on her behalf. I see she's got a larceny that's 220558 OM. 210147 is another larceny. 22977 is another larceny. And her new one, what is this? 230827 is a possession of controlled substance. And we just had a new case on her that I just did the swearing on for a first degree larceny that's a felony. So, and Miss Maughlin, did you send that down? That paperwork on that? Because that I have to arraign her on. So as to that felony arraignment, Mr. Gizicki,
Your Honor, I'd still ask for, I realize she's got a bad track record on not showing up. But if she is below the poverty level, not a danger to the community, I'd ask for a personal bond or a tether bond. And if
Okay.
she's incarcerated, have that file marked medical, because she needs her prescriptions and handle that withdrawal.
Okay, but Mr. Gazicki, are you standing mute for purposes of the arraignment?
Say that again?
Is she standing mute for purposes of the
Yes, she
arraignment?
is. For purposes of arraignment, she is standing mute. And
Okay, I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea on her behalf. Ma'am, you have a constitutional right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney will be appointed for you. You have the right to have that attorney present at any future questioning and any future court hearings. Do you understand me, Mrs. Carlson?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You have
I
2
also-
dates coming up with it. Ma'am, I have to say, let me tell you the things I have to tell you by law, okay?
Okay,
Ma'am, you have 2 dates coming up within the next 21 days. The first is your probable cause conference. Your probable cause conference is going to be on October 30th of 2023. Following that, you will have a preliminary exam, and at that exam, the prosecutor must prove that a crime was committed and probable cause exists to charge you with that crime, okay?
Okay.
And that is set for November 6th, 2023, in person at the 23rd District Court. So I've entered a not guilty plea on your behalf.
I also have a tether on already. Just so you know.
You have a tether on?
Yeah, I have a GPS tether for Roy County.
All right,
Or try
well,
out.
you've got, ma'am, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other courts that want to see you. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outstanding cases here that are in bench warrant status that you never come to court on. You have, while you might not be a danger to the community, or you're certainly a danger to yourself based on your history with this court, and you're certainly a flight risk because everybody in the state wants to see you. So you don't come to court when you're supposed to. So ma'am,
Yes,
you have a $5,000 cash bond.
there's no way I can come up with that.
You're to appear in court as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released, and you're to immediately notify the court of change of address or phone number. I'm marking your file medical, ma'am, and I did write some of your medical conditions that the jail paperwork indicated you had. And I'm also writing that you're withdrawing. Is it just alcohol?
Yes. Alcohol, marijuana.
All right, well, marijuana never killed anybody, so, all right. But the alcohol, I want to make sure the jail's aware of so they can get you treatment, man. We're gonna make sure they know that so that when you go, you can be assessed. And we'll get you a court date. I'll see you next week and I'll reassess bond at that time.
Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to afford that.
All right, Crystal, I'm sorry, can I get them? All right, I understand. I need to make sure you come to court, ma'am.
Next will be Mr. Sains, Your Honor. It's a little bit of a walk to get him. I'll be right back. Come on with me.
Okay. All right. And officer, I can't see you. I'm not sure. Is it Ziegler?
Sorry. Yes, ma'am, I'm right here.
Oh, hey, hi. I just wanted you to know I'm trying to make these bonds easier so we all have the same paperwork. I gave her $5 grand cash on the new felony case. And everything else will just be 100 PR.
All right, sounds great.
So nobody's trying to do math downstairs.
Gotcha.
All
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, and this is the People versus Nicholas Sands. Is it Sands, sir?
Sands.
Sands. Okay, Mr. Sands, you understand you have a right to an attorney, and if you couldn't afford one, one would be appointed for you.
Uh-huh.
Is that a yes?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, and you understand that there's an attorney here that tried to speak with you. Is that a yes or a no? Did an attorney
Yeah.
try and talk to you?
I'll talk to him.
All right.
Fine.
And you did not want to talk with him. Is that accurate?
I mean, I don't know. If you would like me to, I will.
Well, Mr. Sands, I am not incarcerated. I do not have a constitutional right now to speak to an attorney. You do. If you want to speak to an attorney, I'm happy to read you your rights on the record, or you can talk to an attorney and have counsel advise you. That's your choice, but I just have a note that says you didn't want house counsel, and I have to make sure on the record that you don't want house counsel.
No, that's fine. I haven't been appointed or attorneys.
All right, let's see what we have here. We have, so Mr. Gazicki, thank you. I think this is the last one we have. I know you have other, I don't know if you have more across the hall.
Yes, I do, Your Honor. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Yep. All right, so we have case number 232390OM. This is an allegation that you committed a breaking and entering of buildings, tents, boats, etc., when expressly denied permission, and that is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. And that is a new case. As to an arraignment on that misdemeanor, sir, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Me, not guilty.
All right, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. The next case we have is a case that you are being show caused on, or you're in bench warrant status. And this is one where you, it looks like you failed to comply with your payment agreement that you had on a case for larceny that occurred at Walmart. And you pled guilty and you were given payment plan, you failed the payment, and you've been in warrant status now a few times on this case. So, that's that one. How do you plead on that, sir?
Not guilty. Can I tell you what happened on that one? I was
Not
paying
yet.
them-
No, let's get through all these other ones, okay? You have
Okay.
another one. This one is 23-1926, and this alleges that on September 6th of 2023, you committed a larceny at Walmart. And maybe Morgan Furniture? Walmart? Yeah, at Walmart. That's that allegation. To that allegation, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
All right, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf on that case. The next one you have, these all arose from the same event, it looks like, is 23-1927. And that's an allegation that on September 6th of 2023, you were found in the city of Taylor with drug paraphernalia on you. Also a 90-day misdemeanor punishable by up to $500. On that case, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, and then you've got another one, 28-1928. This is an allegation on September 6th of 2023 that you trespassed on the lands of another. And that is also a misdemeanor punishable by 90 days and a fine of up to $500. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And how do you plead on behalf of that?
Not guilty.
Okay, I've entered not guilty pleas on behalf of you on all of these outstanding cases, sir. Do we have it on the jail sheet? What's he got? Southgate, is he the
No, he's
Southgate?
the one he's the top one. Or just B and E.
Oh, he's got nothing else?
For some reason, the name did not turn out. I don't know.
What's that?
The names didn't turn out on the church.
Yeah.
Here's the first.
All right, sir. Is there anything you want to tell? We're gonna set all of these for a pre-trial. Is there anything you want to tell me with respect to bond?
I just wanted to tell you that, I was gonna appear to the last court or whatever, and I was staying at a friend's house, and I had all my paperwork. And they decided to come in and just, like anything I had in my possession, they decided to destroy it and let me keep it, or they decided to throw it in a garbage can. So that's why I have no paperwork at all.
Hey, Mr. Sands, do I look like I was born yesterday, sir?
I told them several times that anything
I
in
know,
my
but
bag.
listen to me. Look at me. Look at the face of me. Do I look like an idiot?
No.
No, I don't, do I? Mr. Sands, you know where the court is, for God's sakes. You've got a bunch of cases. You couldn't have just walked into the court and been like, hey, my roommate ruined my paperwork and I need another court date, or can you tell me when my court date is? Right? You could have done that.
It was Officer Bailiff. It was my roommate that ruined it.
I mean, that's what you could have done though, right, sir?
Yeah.
All right, I have to tell you some rights, sir. You have a right to a trial, and at that trial, you'd have the following rights: to call witnesses to speak for you at trial, and you could get an order signed by the court to require witnesses to come to court. You have a right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You have a right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. If you choose not to be a witness on your own behalf, the prosecuting official may not comment on your refusal to testify. You also have a right to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have a right to be released on bond. You've been brought to court on a misdemeanor charge or misdemeanor charges, and again, you have the following basic rights: plead guilty or not guilty, or stand mute. If you stand mute, a plea of not guilty would be entered. Not guilty pleas have been entered on all of these files on your behalf. We'll set them for pre-trials. You have a right to a jury trial, and you have the right to the assistance of an attorney. And you waived your right to an attorney at this time, but that doesn't mean at a later date, Mr. Sands, when you come to court, that you can't say, you know what, now I want a lawyer. And if you say that, you'll get one. Understood?
Okay. Yes, ma'am, I definitely will do
Yeah,
that.
when you waive your right to a lawyer, you don't waive it forever and ever. You can ask for an attorney at any time. Okay, so when you come to court at your pretrial, ask for a lawyer if you're so inclined. You have a right to appear as directed. You're to appear as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released. You're to immediately notify the court of change of address or phone number. You can't go into Walmart.
Okay. I understand.
Walmart. Oh, Walmart. Okay, you can't go into Walmart. Where's this one at? Hold on. Understand?
Yes,
That's the house that you were alleged to have been in when you committed the trespass. Not to go back to that location either, sir. I don't see any holes.
Okay.
The B&E is concerning to me, but they're larcenies and misdemeanor offenses. You have $1,000 personal bond with a GPS tether. And we're gonna put that on the B&E on 232390. And the remainder of cases, you have a $500 personal bond on. Okay, we're all set. Thank you.
Thanks, Your Honor. Have a good afternoon.
Yep.